Ex-students of Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary are resolute to give the seminary a new facelift as the seminary prepares to celebrate 60 years of existence in November 2024. The members took the commitment at the annual general meeting of the association that held over the weekend in Boya. The population of Boya is encouraged to engage more in sporting activities and consume food with balanced diet as a means of reducing the risk of developing diabetes. This as the international community celebrates World Diabetes Day this November 14, 2023. Those were our lead stories on Divine Mercy Prime tonight. A development of those stories and other stories will capture the newscast in a moment. Thanks for always tuning in to Divine Mercy Radio Television. The ex-students of Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary Small Support Boya say they are resolute to give a modern facelift to their alma mater. They all converged on the school campus last weekend to launch a fundraising aimed at renovating the institution for the upcoming Diamond Jubilee come November 2024. Gillian Tata Yenla gives us details in this report.
Beginning with a holy mass at the chapel of Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary Boya, these ex-students of Bureau Call from the class of 1964 to present, at home and abroad, are here to render thanks to God for the numerous blessings bestowed upon them and also to raise funds for the renovation of their alma mater in preparation for the upcoming Silver Jubilee celebration come November 2024. The National President of Biroko Ex-Student Association, Molute Simon, gave words of gratitude to the ex-students for their love, trust and confidence as he was re-elected as president of the association, while encouraging them to contribute generously for the upcoming event.
Normally we meet every year, and it happens that this year we are meeting here in Bishop Rogan College for the AGM. We had basically three major activities. First, the Holy Mass, which we had in the morning, and during that Holy Mass we had a fundraiser to permit us complete the renovation of dormitories in Bishop Rogan. We saw that exams came out in their numbers. Those in Cameroon, those in the diaspora, they sent their huge, generous contributions to help us execute that project. And thirdly, we were supposed to actually have an elections because my mandate as the national president actually ended this year. Surprisingly, I had an overwhelming support, for a unanimous support from all the exams to continue as we prepare for the celebration of the Diamond Jubilee next year.
With beautiful melody from the students of Bureau Call in a holy mass officiated at by the Vicar General, Reverend Father Thaddeus Mbi, he exhorted the ex-students on what constitute the qualities of a good man.
Money is a possession. And things you own, things you have, are not you. What is more precious to you? That which you have, or that who you are? Which one is better? Which is more precious? Who you are.
Otia Su Vitalis, Public Relations Officer for Biroko Ex-Students Association, equally cautioned the students to take good care of this beautiful edifice and continue to emulate the works of the ex-students in the act of charity.
We are sad to see the sorry state of the dormitories after 20, 30 years that we left this place. And we said, no matter the hardship, no matter the difficulties, we're going to come in and do something so that these junior ones who are here should be able to live a better life. And that's why I asked them for two things. One is that what we are offering to them, they should hold it jealously and preserve it. It means that they should be more responsible. No writing on the walls, no peeing on the bed, no throwing of things anyhow around the campus. They should hold it jealously. And the second thing is that we are planting, we are putting in their minds this gesture of giving, so that whenever they will leave, they should remember to come back and do something for those who will come after them.
These ex-students are living in high esteem, hoping that their mission and vision for their alma mater will be attained as they look forward for the upcoming Silver Jubilee celebration in November 2024.
And during that AGM, the ex-students equally raised funds to begin the renovation work of the structures of that seminary. Gillian Tata once more tells us how the fundraising exercise unfolded over the weekend. Her report.
Giving back to our communities or our alma mater is a thing of joy, but this is only possible depending on the impact the community or the alma mater had on us. Having gone through the prestigious Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary, Boya, the ex-students, owing to the influence and the impact the school had on them, have taken upon themselves to give back to the college by renovating the Jules Peters dormitory. Reverend Father Jude Visor, rector of the minor seminary, gives some financial statistics on the cost of renovating a dormitory.
To renovate a particular dormitory, from the toilet, bathing sections, tiling of the floor, shutters, painting the dormitory in and out, costs about 19 million. Before this annual general meeting, they have raised 8 million. And they never wanted to keep the money. They wanted to put the money in use. And so they have used about 7.8 million out of the 8 million that they contributed to continue to galvanize others, so that when they see what is happening, they'll be motivated to contribute.
Looking at the progress work so far, one can be tempted to say that it is quite laudable, as the Bishop of Boya, His Lordship Michael Bibi, feels elated and render words of gratitude to the Biroko Ex-Students Association.
This opportunity in a very special way to extend profound gratitude to each and every one of you for the love that you have for your alma mater. You are all coming from different areas. You have made lots of sacrifices in order to be here. If that love was not there, you would not be here.
Coming together from various branches, all geared towards fundraising. Reverend Father Aloysius Etuka Ndifo, an ex-student from this prestigious institution, say Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary is the best formation school in terms of mind and morals.
This particular session is exceptional because we are moving over to the Diamond Jubilee, and we had to see into it that the Jubilee carries the magnitude in thanksgiving to God and to the glory of God for all that He has done for us. I am a priest, others are priests of the laity, and we all come together having one God and to thank Him.
There was equally the launch of the Solidarity Fund scheme to aid Biroko Ex-Student Association members who are in situations of distress. The national president, Molute Simon Esanja, say the event has been a successful one.
The Solidarity Fund scheme is actually a kind of a social insurance scheme amongst exams, which we are trying to put in place. It's a scheme that is supposed to come to the aid of exams who are in situations of distress. We conceived this scheme, which we have launched today, with the massive support which you saw we are having from all the exams, to continue with this scheme, which we will successively spread out to other aspects of life. So it is there to help exams who are in distress.
The annual general meeting ended with football games as the Biroko Ex-Student Association from the class of 1964 play a 2-all drum match against the present students of the institution.
We stay within the confines of projects in the Diocese of Boya, where the foundation stone for the construction of a hall at St. Joseph Parish, Tico, has been laid alongside the Marian statue at the grotto of the chapel at the parish installed. All of these were put in place by Bishop Michael Bibi over the weekend as he paid a pastoral visit to the Christians of St. Joseph Parish in Tico. Laura Asongani accompanied the bishop. She now reports.
The Diocese of Boya keeps soaring in every aspect, most notably at the infrastructures in some parishes. While some are either undergoing construction works, some are at the finishing process. For St. Joseph Parish Tico, they are gearing towards the completion of a parish hall as this Sunday, 14th November, His Lordship Michael Bibi blessed.
As we lay the foundations of this whole project to this level, we ask you to be the cornerstone to support us so that this project that we have undertaken may be brought to completion.
And laid the foundation stone for official commencement of work at the site. Father Stephen Bamishaye is the parish priest. He highlights the history of the project, saying it has been on the pipeline for 20 years.
The project started just like a child play. Have been on pipeline for more than 20 years. We thank God that it came to reality this period. We have already, from you can see from my behind there, we have already finished the foundation, and then we are filling the project, the hall. So it's supposed to be one of the biggest hall in the diocese, in the area of this and Tico. So the work is going on smoothly, and I think that we are on the right path.
The statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary was instated at the grotto of the Adoration Chapel of the parish. The Catholic Women Association joyfully carried this representation of Mary to the grotto that was blessed by the bishop. Also, the borehole donated by a family to the parish was declared open and blessed by the prelate, after which he took a sip of the potable water. Furthermore, the chief shepherd made a stop at the ongoing work at All Saints Parish, Mutengene, where the foundation has been dug for a complex store that will serve as an income generator for the parish. Father Theodore Akumo is a curate of All Saints Parish. He gives an update of the work at the site.
So for over 30 years, All Saints Parish has been wishing to have a structure like this. That is a store to be given out for rents to generate income for the parish. But I think that was not possible until the bishop came, Bishop Michael Bibi, who looked into it and saw the necessity for the parish to have this project. And we thank God for that. It is coming to an actuality. As we can see behind me, the project is already going on. And so we have to put on a two-structure building here that will generate money for, or that will generate income for the growth of this parish.
Most of these projects that were envisaged a long time ago are now being realized due to the commitment of the Christians in collaboration with the bishop.
The curate of Regina Pachi's parish small support Father Hilary Ngome, as well as beneficiaries of the psychosocial support project for orphans and vulnerable children in Boya by Caritas, have expressed words of gratitude to the benefactors and Caritas staff for implementing the said project. The words of gratitude were echoed over the weekend as Caritas distributed the second phase of food and non-food items at the Caritas main office and other communities within Fako. Teke Eposi Magdalene accompanied Caritas in this distribution process. Let's now have her report.
The humanitarian arm of the Diocese of Buea, Caritas, has on Saturday, November 11, 2023, distributed the second phase of some food and non-food items to over 50 vulnerable children in some communities in Fako subdivision. The food items include rice, groundnut oil, palm oil, beans, gari, salt, amongst others, while the non-food items include hygiene kits like sanitary pads, soap, wash sponge, buckets, toothbrush, toothpaste, as well as bedding materials like mattresses, bed sheets, floor mats. Father Hilary Ngome, who was present at the distribution in the small support community, blessed the items and thanked the sponsors as well as those involved in the ongoing project.
This one will go a long way to help, a long way to console and help those ones who really have difficulties to meet up with life. And we thank the donor, the singer, who graciously opted to give these gifts, and we pray for them. Like we're going to say masses, we continue to say masses for our donors, that they will continue to help each and every one of these people here, and they'll help other persons. Why not? And that God should continue to give them long life and give them the resources, replenish from where they got. And for those working with Caritas too, we thanking God too for them. We are so happy with their commitment. They're really committed. They go down to the grassroots, they do their work, and at the end of it, you know, the vulnerable and the underprivileged are able to be attended to.
Meanwhile, the beneficiaries went home grateful to God and Caritas for the kind gesture.
I want to thank God for the Caritas because they've really been a great help to us. Last week, they helped us, contributed and gave us mattress, bed sheets, food items, and now they're helping us with hygiene items. They gave us savons, drinking buckets, toothpaste, and toothbrush. So it's really a big help. So we thank God.
My name is Joellen Virginie. I'm from Royal Maidoma 18, and we have come here to receive some of the things Caritas is giving us. And the only thing I can say, I'm a student, and I came here with my mom to collect some of the things. The only thing I can say is only like to appreciate for what they have given us.
They gave us mattress, mat, and bed sheets. So to the people who gave me, I say thank you. And we pray God should continue adding to what you guys are doing so that you guys should bring more for us.
Communities like Munya, Bokwai, Witingi, and Great Support received their items at the Caritas main office in Moliko, while Bonalise, Small Support, Bukwango, and Bomaka received at their respective communities. The psychosocial support project for orphans and vulnerable children affected by the ongoing sociopolitical crisis in Fako is expected to run for a year. By this project, the living standards, balanced diets, and hygiene conditions of some orphans and vulnerable children have experienced remarkable improvement. This incredible transformation was made possible by the steadfast support of the benefactor, the esteemed singer, Kindermission Work, or Holy Childhood, an organization from Germany passing through the Bishop of the Diocese of Buea, His Lordship Michael Bibi, and under the guidance of the Director of Caritas, Mr. Chinda Pierre Ernest.
Away from church confines, let's give you stories that touch on different aspects. Young women have been encouraged to be part of the technology ecosystem. This remark was made by the co-founder of Data Girl Technologies, Eposi Frida, in the course of a press conference organized today, November 14, 2023 in Buea to kickstart the 5th edition of the Silicon Mountain Conference. Sharon Tita was present at this press conference. She now gives us feedback from there.
In order to boost the technological ecosystem in Fakol Division and Cameroon at large, these tech experts and innovators are here at the Boya Arts Complex Arena for a press conference which aims at kickstart the 5th edition of Silicon Mountain Conference. This 2023 Silicon Mountain Conference is holding under the theme, "It takes a village to raise champions." The chairperson of the organizing committee of Silicon Mountain Conference 2023, Mokate Ashu, shed light on the theme while revealing that this year they will be giving out prizes worth 10 million francs CFA in a contest within the Silicon Mountain Conference.
Key innovations that are happening at the Silicon Mountain Conference this year is the fact that we are bringing back the funds we are raising for the conference back to the startups who are the real beneficiaries of an ecosystem like this one. And like we have mentioned in the press conference earlier, we are having up to 10 million in terms of prizes that are going to be won in 5 different categories of contests that will be happening within the Silicon Mountain Conference. The code battle, the innovation challenge, the content creation contests, and the hackathon, which will be happening within the period of the conference.
During the press conference, the technological experts also disclosed that this year, every fund raised will be used to empower the startup communities. Eposi Frida, the co-founder of Data Gear Technologies, on her part, encouraged young women to join the ecosystem.
We are encouraging and empowering more women. For instance, this year we are spearheading the Women in Tech session, and it has been amazing, encouraging more young women and girls to be part of technology. I always say technology is not coding only. It's just, it's cuts across a lot of things, cuts across agriculture, cuts across, climate and all of that. And it's important to have young women, young entrepreneurs, young tech entrepreneurs in the ecosystem of Silicon Mountains.
This conference also brings together renowned technological experts and innovators from the nooks and crannies of Fakol Division and Cameroon at large. Hence, it provides participants the opportunity to learn and create network with some renowned technological experts. In this light, the participants, however, shared their expectations of the conference.
As a participant, I have a lot of expectations coming for the Silicon Mountain Conference 2023. First, I am expecting to be able to connect to industry heads that can help grow me as a young person. And secondly, my expectation is to see how I can use the world of technology to become a better person.
The Silicon Mountain Conference provides opportunity for technological innovators in Fakol Division to showcase their different tech innovations.
Every November 14, the international community celebrates World Diabetes Day. This year, 2023, the day was observed under the theme Access to Diabetes Care. To this, the coordinator of Diabetes Week at Boya Regional Hospital used the celebration to call on the entire population of Boya to focus less on money making and engage in sporting activities and consume balanced diet as a means to prevent diabetes. Teke Eposi Magdalene took interest in this international day and brought back the following report after going to the regional hospital.
The international community this day, November 14, 2023, observes the World Diabetes Day under the theme Access to Diabetes Care. World Diabetes Day became an official United Nations Day in 2006. It is an internationally recognized event that was established by the International Diabetes Federation, IDF, and the World Health Organization, WHO, to address the rising concerns about diabetes. It focuses on raising awareness about diabetes, its risk factors, and the importance of early diagnosis and effective management. To this effect, every year, medical practitioners of diabetes get into a campaign like walks, talks, sporting activities, and more. The Buea Regional Coordinator of the 2023 Diabetes Week, Dr. Eddie Tatiana Muki, amongst other things, says diabetes is a chronic condition that is risky to all humans.
Diabetes is a chronic condition that is characterized by you having a blood sugar, let me give the textbook definition, greater than or equal to 126 milligrams per deciliters of the fasting blood sugar, urinating a lot, which is called polyuria, and the fact that you're urinating a lot, you also get thirsty because you're losing fluids. The fact of getting thirsty, there is sugar which is in blood, but your cells and tissues cannot use, so you're fatigued, and in that extent you also lose weight. Those are the most common symptoms.
In line with the 2023 theme of World Diabetes Day, the medic called on the population to focus less on making money but get involved in sporting activities and consuming balanced diet.
Most people are more into money making to sustain their various lifestyles. We really don't eat well, we don't exercise, there's a lot. But I'm encouraging the population, if you can just take even just 10 minutes of your time a day, just do a simple walk or maybe a simple jog. If you can do that every day, it's going to increase your lifespan.
Participating in World Diabetes Day allows individuals to contribute to diabetes awareness and support those affected by the condition. World Diabetes Day has grown into a global campaign that reaches millions of people in over 160 countries. It plays a vital role in promoting diabetes awareness and advocating for better care and prevention.
And out of the country, Kenya's President William Ruto has held talks in Nairobi with Sudanese General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan to work on peace process in the country. And in Zimbabwe, an opposition activist in the country have been found dead after being abducted ahead of campaign ahead of a by-election. Nadesh May completes our foreign news roundup tonight.
Kenya's President William Ruto and Sudanese General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan had together held a meeting on peace process. The two leaders held bilateral talks on the recent security situation in Sudan and the region. During this meeting, they reviewed the state of ongoing peace initiative, underscored the urgent need to find a solution to the conflict in Sudan and to work toward a cessation of hostilities. Their discussion was also based on need to convene an urgent intergovernmental authority on development in East Africa summit to set conditions for a broader peace process. It should be recorded that it is almost 7 months of war between Sudan's military and a powerful parliamentary group have left a wave of destruction, and over half of the population is in need of humanitarian aid, repeat of the deadly ethnic conflict in Darfur 20 years ago, in which the United Nations described the situation in the country as catastrophic, with 25 million people in need of humanitarian assistance. An opposition activist in Zimbabwe have been found dead after being abducted while campaigning ahead of by-elections in the country. This is the third incident in recent weeks denounced by the Citizens Coalition for Change, with acronym CCC, the largest opposition groups, which accuses the ruling ZANU-PF party of conducting a vast campaign of intimidation against its supporters. It should be recorded that at the end of October and beginning of this month, the Citizens Coalition for Change announced one of its MPs and former MP kidnapped in Harare, tortured, and then